Alrighty, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video on East Coast Manga. So today we're going to be doing my manga haul for, February? So this is the first manga haul, the first month that we are actually back making videos. So, it's been way too long. I have a decent amount of stuff here. I have roughly 30 volumes, so not like a massive haul, but I have a pretty good disbursement of different series, and some of these I am super excited to have picked up this month. I still have some more stuff I need to get next month. I have a Right Stuff gift card I still need to use that I haven't used in the last like 5 months or whatever. So I'll be able to catch up on a lot of ongoing series with that. And also, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you guys the artwork for some of this manga or all of this manga because of a copyright issue that's coming out of Japan in terms of manga artwork and showing it in videos, so I don't even want to deal with that. So if you're wondering why I'm not showing you the inside, well, unfortunately that's the reason. So the first 2 volumes I want to show you guys, we have Waltz by Shuzo Oshimi, as well as Miss Kusakabe by Shuzo Oshimi. These were the New York Comic Con exclusives, or however you want to say it, because they're also, Denpa's also kind of selling them on Twitter a little bit right now, like the last stock they have. I was able to get these on Mercari for a decent price. It was before Denpa announced that they were going to be selling some of the last stock they had, but I was still able to hop on these for a pretty good price. So these are super thin. They're kind of more similar to a magazine than a manga, but this is the back. They're super oversized though. Let me see if I can compare something. So most of you guys are familiar with Vinlon Saga, and this is a volume of Vinlon Saga compared to this volume of Waltz. These are just short stories by Shuzo Oshimi. This one I've already read before. It's very messed up and has kind of a really graphic nature. So if that's something that's going to bother you, it's going to be something you might not want to pick up. And this one is essentially a kind of I'm not even sure how I describe this one. This one's kind of weird. I wouldn't say it's one of his best works, but I'm still happy to have picked it up because I have all of his other stuff translated in English and he's one of my favorite mangakas. But it's essentially about this boy who wants to be a girl, and then there's some kind of darker stuff that happens later. But yeah, this one definitely was not great, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, they're essentially short stories. So, and since I already showed you guys, I will move on to Vinland Saga. So we have book 5 and book 6. Here's the spines right here. I am super happy to pick these up because I know it is ongoing. They just released, I think, volume 12, so I do have some catching up to do, but I am going to take my time. I'm not going to pay like full retail for these volumes. Hopefully I can get some deals off Right Stuff or something, and then be able to continue it that way. I know Right Stuff kind of does some holiday deals and stuff like that, so definitely looking forward to that, as this is such a good series. Next series we have is Velveteen and Mandala. This was a terrible, horrendous manga. Might even be worse than A Girl on the Shore, in my opinion, in my rankings of terrible manga printed in English. I made a video on this if you guys want to check that out. It's one of my last videos, so go ahead and watch that. This is just absolute garbage. Next we have Berserk. This is volume 39. This is actually the last volume I needed because I had picked up some of the ones past this or right before this during my kind of like manga reading / buying hiatus. I had just picked those up before I moved or right after I moved. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I needed this volume and I was able to get it. This is a super thin, probably, overpriced volume, unfortunately, at $15, but you gotta do what you gotta do if you're collecting the Berserk singles. Next we have Hunter x Hunter Volume 25. This is the last volume I needed to complete this series. In English, I have every other volume. This volume was out of stock before I moved, and then I don't know when it came back in stock, but I noticed it on Amazon, so I scooped that up right away. I don't even know if it's in stock on Right Stuff, but this is the last volume I needed, so super happy to have picked this up. Now I can actually start, or not even start this because I've actually read about 10 or 11 volumes, but I realized I was missing volume 25 and I was like, wow, this is depressing. Let me just wait to finish. Let me wait to get this last volume, and then I can continue the series. Next, we have My Hero Volume 21 and 22. This is a series that I hear amazing things recently about. I have heard such really good things, and I need to collect some more. I've read up to probably volume 19 or so, and yeah, I'm a little behind right now, but I'm definitely wanting to catch up as I know the series just gets better and better and better. Next we have Japan. If you watched my manga shopping video, I was able to snag this for a amazing price under retail. This is a Kentaro Miura and Baronson. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not really sure. He wrote Fist of the North Star. So this is one of his earlier works, Kentaro Miura. I believe he did this before he wrote Berserk. And as you can tell on the cover, there's definitely a lot of influence that Berserk takes from Miura's earlier works. So super happy to pick this up because this is quite a rare volume and I have enjoyed his earlier works so far. Next we have Mashal Volume One. I'm actually about halfway through this, as you can tell, maybe right here. I was reading it last night, really enjoying it. It just got super late last night, so I just had to put it down eventually. But definitely looking forward to picking this up today and finishing it because, yeah, I don't know, there's just something about it that kind of gives me like Harry Potter vibes, but also kind of Black Clover vibes, as well as kind of a little bit of My Hero. I mean, you have your protagonist who doesn't have a certain power or something that everyone else does, so they have to overcompensate in another way. And his way is strength, and it's very cool. So I highly recommend checking this out if you haven't already. I kind of slept on it as one of the newer series that released since I was on hiatus. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun so far, and I'm really looking forward to finishing it. Next we have Blue Flag, and oh man, okay, so this is one of the series. This is volume 7. This is the one I picked up this month, but the other ones I've picked up throughout my hiatus because I know that there was some volumes that were out of stock or missing, so I just wanted to pick them up as I went because I really enjoyed this first volume, and I finished it. I binged most of it in a night, or at least the last like 3 volumes, and you know, if you guys want a individual video on this series, I can do it because I have very strong feelings about the ending. I'm not gonna spoil it because I know some people have not finished the series yet, and there's a lot of people who are waiting to purchase it because they quite literally cannot purchase the volumes right now because they're out of stock. So we can wait on that, so I'm not gonna spoil it. But if you guys want a separate video on this series, let me know because, like I said, I have a very strong opinion on the end of this series. And then the next series I picked up this month is volume 12 and 13 of Beastars. This is a series that I have really been enjoying. I hear really good things recently about this series. I think we're on volume 15, so I still have a couple more to go, but I'm getting pretty close, and I believe this series has already ended in Japan. I don't know how many volumes, but I don't think it's a ton more, so super happy with this, and I'm hoping to be able to grab a couple more soon so I can just catch up fully, as I think I'm probably left off on volume 11 actually, or volume 10. And then the second to last series is we have these gorgeous volumes of Gundam the Origin, or Mobile Suit Gundam the Origin. We have volume 6 and then volume 7. I believe I'm only missing 2 more volumes out of this series, and when I pick those up I'll just be very happy because I've heard amazing things about this. I haven't read it because I don't want to read it until I get the whole series, but I've heard really good things from some friends, and honestly these books are just incredible quality, and I've been able to get these for all under retail. So yeah, that's kind of key right here because these are $30 volumes. So yeah, picking all these up for retail would not be fun, and God forbid they go out of stock or out of print and then you have to pay over retail. Yeah, I'm super happy to have picked these up, and moving on to the last series. And for the last series, we have picked up, I believe, the majority. It might be missing 1 or 2 volumes at the end, but the majority of Kakiguri, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I watched the first season on Netflix a while ago, and I loved it. I thought it was so good that I actually stopped watching after season 1 because I wanted the manga. But little did I know, the manga volumes, these volumes, sell for $15 a volume. And yes, as I'm saying this right now, I realize I have, what, 2 volume 9s? It's quite unfortunate. I did not realize when I purchased this from Bull Moose that there was 2 volume 9s stuck in here, and one of them's pre-owned, one of them's not, so I paid like maybe $11 for the one that's not pre-owned. But all these other volumes were like $5.97 or $2.97, as some of them were differently priced a little bit, but all super low for $15 volumes. So yeah, if you want to see my manga shopping video where I picked up these, that will also be one of my last videos, but I'll kind of show you the covers. I picked these up from Bull Moose and just got them for an absolute steal. And I was just saying the day before I actually went out to go manga shopping that I really wanted this series, but some of the volumes were either out of stock or out of print, and I was just kind of stuck. I kind of given up a little bit because, or at least given up hope, because like I said, some of these volumes are, or all of these volumes are $15, and even when they were all in stock, I still thought that was overpriced just in terms of any manga in this volume. I mean, this is essentially a Visbig, but it's from Yen Press, and I just don't think they're worth $15. Like, I know it's only a couple dollars difference, but in the long run, when you add it all up, it does make a pretty significant difference. So this is a volume of Beastars, which is a Vizsig. I don't know if I said Visbig earlier, but this is a Vizsig, and that's what I want to compare it to. And this is a volume of Kakiguri. It's literally the same size, probably same amount of paper, but this volume is $15. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. And this volume is like $13. So once again, $2 difference, but in the long run, that does make a difference. And that's going to conclude this month's manga haul. Like I said, I picked up some variety of series, but it's not this huge manga haul. Maybe you guys will see that if I find some, used manga deals or something like that. But yeah, I mean, just very excited with the stuff I got. Very excited to be back, having a full month under me of making videos. I mean, I really missed it, guys. I also have tons of videos planned out, so make sure to stick around if this is your first video. And especially if this is your first video, go check out some of my other ones, because I have crazy, insane hauls of like 100 or 200 plus volumes. So you guys, if you want something bingeable, you can definitely go check those out. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll leave you guys with a little overview clip, but yeah, I will catch you guys later.